one of the best ways to catch a giant pre-spawn female fish, whether it's a largemouth, whether it's a smallmouth, whether it's a spotted bass. They just love that erratic action. Jerkbaits really start playing real heavy in the month of February, depending on where you're at. We're talking about pre-spawn fishing where the water temperatures are about 49 to 54 degrees. That's really your pre-spawn, feed up heavy before, the spawning rituals occur. What we target is, let's find out first where the fish are in the wintertime, and that's out in the main lake, real deep water. Let's go find our flats and our flatter points and throw this jerkbait in the pre-spawn basically across the flat or across the point. And again, we're talking about that low 54-degree water temperature. We want a real slow retrieve. Jerk, pause, maybe a 3 to 4 second pause, jerk, jerk, pause. And we're basically imitating a bait fish that's coming off the winter. It's still cold and chilly out. We target wind, we target a little bit warming water, but it's basically a slower retrieve in the pre-spawn. And of course, as that water temperature reaches that 55 to, let's say, 62, 63, as we get into the spawn, we could speed it up a little bit, maybe 2 second pauses. And then as we get into summer and fall, you could really crank that thing up and just jerk it real fast. The fish's metabolism goes way up as that water temperature goes up. So you could afford to fish it a whole lot faster. And a lot of times too, on tour when I'm fishing, I'll just use a jerkbait as a search tool. I don't necessarily want that fish to bite that bait. I'm just gonna use my eyes and jerk this thing as fast as I possibly can and just try to get a rise or a reaction out of a lot of these fish. And that tells me, hey look, drop a waypoint there. I know that a fish was there. It followed my jerkbait because that jerkbait's got so much drawing power on a spinning rod. And I could do it all day long. I could do it all day long and there's no fatigue whatsoever. And I'll just, once the tournament actually starts, I'll slow down, throw a Ned rig or a drop shot on those waypoints. And so a jerkbait, although you're not catching them on the jerkbait, it's a very, very useful tool prior to a tournament or prior to your weekend outing. So the next time you pick up a jerkbait in the pre-spawn, that 59 degree water temperatures, consider doing it on a short 6.5 or 6'8" spinning setup with a 15-pound test smackdown and a 12-pound Tatsu leader. Long cast, short jerks, you'll get it going left to right, and big pre-spawn bass love that thing.